Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dani Taylor, co-owner of Vegan Proteins Online Coaching, and we have a very fun video for you guys today. So many of our clients track their food with macros or MyFitnessPal or even by hand, but a lot of them struggle when it comes to going out to eat. And how do you track your food when you go out to eat and you don't know exactly what is in the food that you ordered? Well, Coach Ben had the idea that I give food to them that they don't know exactly what's in it, but I know exactly what's in it, and have them guess the macros. So Ben, Sawyer, and Giacomo are gonna take 3 dishes that I made and try to guess the macros in the entire dish. I tried to mimic restaurant meals so that they could try to guess what was in the restaurant meals. And I think you guys are gonna like it. It was very fun to film. And I think the big takeaway here is that you should track your food, because if you're just trying to guess, you're probably way off. But even when you go out to eat and your guesstimate is not perfect, it's still better than not trying to do it at all. And there are some other takeaways about restaurant food here in general that I think you're going to enjoy. So hope you guys like it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough one for me. I use an app religiously for a reason, man. I'm not getting a scale. Like,
but what if this showed you that you're better at guessing than you thought you were?
I'm gonna chalk it up to luck. That's what I'm gonna do.
Give yourself enough credit. You've been doing it for you've been tracking for years, so you probably have a pretty good idea.
Tell you what, we'll see what the outcome is, and then we'll talk about this. Okay. I don't believe these cheaters are not gonna cheat off my work here. You gonna taste it?
Yeah, I think we have to have a little taste.
I should have studied.
Three, 2, 1, go. I can't read any of it. Alright. Then, 781 calories. Let's start there. 1135 calories. 1260 calories.
So we were all similar on the protein. I had 24 for protein, Sawyer had 25, Giacomo had 25.
Okay. Interesting.
For fat, I had 25, Sawyer had 23, Giacomo had 40. I think I might have gone under. I think I went under on both fat and carbs. And then I had 115 for carbs, Sawyer had 207, and Giacomo had 200.
Okay.
All right, and...
All right, you guys want to know what it actually is?
Yes.
The whole bowl there is actually 1,337
Oh,
calories.
you were closest. Nice work.
37.5 grams of protein.
Ooh, really?
Okay, wow.
That surprises me.
Off.
Because the tofu probably really firm tofu, I would guess. Yeah.
170 grams of carbs.
Okay.
Oh, dang, look at you go, man.
And
I was afraid of
62 grams of fat.
Wow.
62?
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, the rice tastes really filmy, and there were...
I didn't add anything. First of all, it was rice and quinoa. You were killing me without saying quinoa the whole time. You bought it. So, it was a mix.
True.
So the vegetables were roasted with olive oil.
Yeah.
Aha!
So that was it. There was a tiny bit of olive oil in the sauce that was on there, but it was actually mostly just, and it wasn't a lot. It was like a tablespoon
And
of
then
olive oil.
the nuts and the tofu. And
The nuts and the tofu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
So what do you guys think of that?
that was hard,
That was hard.
but yeah, Giacomo wins.
Yep.
Bravo.
Very
I
close, Giacomo.
was
I'm actually kind of impressed. I wasn't expecting
Seasoned veteran. Yeah.
Well, typically when it comes to going out to restaurants, I've received criticism that I overestimate, and it's also a strategy.
Who said that? People who are
No
underestimating?
comment. But the idea is that I'm shortchanging myself
getting at that.
to eat. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm eating less when I'm dieting down, and I'm shooting myself in the foot when I go out to eat. But I also feel like when you go out to eat, you're gonna underestimate, and they're making the food to taste good.
I'd err on the side, I'd err on the side of
Exactly.
caution and just overestimate.
Well, yeah, I was under on everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was crazy.
All right, next.
All right.
All right, so this one is spicy. I didn't realize it was going to be that spicy. Yeah. I like it quite
Do you like
a bit.
spicy food?
Love spicy food.
Nice. My dude.
It's called vindaloo. Like
Okay.
Chickpea vanilla.
crispy vindaloo.
Spicy can we get?
Does the rice have butter in it?
That is a good question.
And I'm not going to tell you what I think.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, snap. Sorry.
930 calories, 986 calories, 1,067 calories. Who is closest? Closest on the calories is Giacomo. Actually, crazy close.
Guys,
Wow.
I think he cheated.
Experience.
I think he cheated.
Experience.
So
He lives here. I feel
it's
like he's got it in.
1,118.
What's
calories.
up?
Wow. Hey, bravo.
Thanks. I'll take
Carbs.
it.
Bow down to the king. 2 for
Carbs.
2.
Oh, you guys wrote the exact same thing
Oh.
for carbs. What'd you get? 150.
150.
Me and Jocko.
Okay.
Me and
You
Jocko.
guys said 170, and it's
Jocko.
173.
Oh, you guys were right.
So super close there. Fats was 32.
Oh, I put
underestimated that by
34.
a lot, yeah.
32. Sawyer was really close there. And then protein, you all were under, but kind of surprisingly so. It's 32.8.
32.
Wow.
I don't know where the heck
We
that
do so
is.
much shit talking about beans as a protein source. There is actually 6
Well,
beans.
32 and 1,000 calories though.
Yeah.
This is why I thought it would be a good idea to do a video, because it's so like you think you know, but then even us.
It's tough.
Yep.
It's very tough.
The only sneaky ingredient in there was some coconut milk in the sauce. Like the canned coconut
Yeah, that
milk.
is very high fat.
Yeah.
It's an acai bowl. And I thought this would be good. One, it's easy for me to make.
Good.
2, because a lot of people get this because they think it's like
It's healthy,
healthy.
Oh,
What are those
will be tough.
crumbly things?
this is gonna be really tough. If I were still tracking this stuff by hand, you guys are screwed.
I'm not like deliberately trying to trick you guys.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what you would say. I might actually amend, like, even based on these guesses, I'm like, oh, probably higher than that. So I might even change it after
You said
I
you
calculate.
used to do it like this?
Yeah.
How did Mia live with you? I'm still calculating. Gross.
One moment.
I think I used to write it all down in a notebook all day. And then at night when I got home to my computer, I'd enter it into Spark People.
This is the kind of stuff that people should hear, because we're all about intuition, estimating, just knowing, and blah blah blah, and you have to track the whole time. But it's like every single one of us did it. We all did it to be able to get to where we are now. We could just estimate.
Well, that's the thing. Like, y'all have been wrong pretty much entirely the whole time,
Yeah.
except for you that one. But I think you all still get to your goals. I think that's like the takeaway. Like,
Honestly,
you're not gonna be perfect.
I think it's because
All right.
that I'm very in tune with my hunger cues. I think that's what it is. Like the estimation thing. Clearly, it's
Yeah.
you're never gonna be
Clinging.
I don't know you guys, but if I'm in a restaurant and I ate something until I'm satisfied, I probably ate over 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
Like I'm almost.
At a restaurant,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. All right, 930 calories, 890 calories, 1170 calories. What the fuck, Giacomo?
Oh.
280 carb. Wow. I think I might have underdone it, but
150 carb, 150 carb, 280. You guys underdid it, he overdid it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And protein, 14, 15, 20. Okay, you guys were all pretty close there. And then fats, 30, 26, 30. All right. Nice. Okay, so it's actually 1138
okay.
on the calories.
Jeez.
So Giacomo's really close there.
Yeah.
How are you doing this?
Yeah. No, he
Protein
knows.
15. So you guys nailed it. Fats were 30. So
Okay, so it is way under. Wait, I actually
did it
way
under
under
the
on the carbs. Yeah.
Dude, we were actually
Very
really
carbby
close. Look how
Carbs
close
were
we were.
208.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
so
were
To
both
each other.
similar. Yeah.
How's this guy doing this?
He nailed it on the calories every time.
God.
Okay, the secret sneaky ingredients in there. Crackling oat bran, obviously. You
Yeah.
figured that
It was
out
dense.
immediately. That's what the cereal is. It's so freaking good.
The reason I wanted to do this is because I feel like it would be a good teaching point that even us who do this for a living, the reason that we often have clients tracking things and being accurate is because it is so hard to eyeball and estimate things if you don't know what's in it. Even if you do know what's in it, even if you know all the ingredients, it's extremely difficult. And yeah, if you're going out and you're doing, you know, having a meal out once or twice a week, if you're a couple hundred calories off, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not gonna make a massive difference, but it depends on your goals and how accurate you need to be. Like if you're on prep, it might just be something that you can't do, or you can only go to a couple specific places where you know they're gonna prepare the food a certain way and you can make those requests. And then also just understanding that whatever you think it might be, whatever you're guessing, probably add more on top of that. Like I was consistently under on everything pretty much, so I needed to add 20% really to, I mean, my first guess was way off. I need to add more than that, but my others even more. Maybe also like things have more protein than we guessed, because like we were consistently a little bit under on that, and I mean we were pretty accurate for the last one, but those other two I think had more protein than we all thought. So yeah, maybe just understanding that like it can add up a decent amount between it. And maybe when you go out to eat, like I have a lot of clients who are like always worried about bringing protein with them, or like they have to always go for like the highest protein option, but maybe like you're actually okay, like you're more fine than you thought. You don't have to like bring tofu in a bag with you to a restaurant most of the time. You can probably just do with that meal, and even if it's a little bit lower, it's fine.
Yeah, I agree with that. And one thing I was thinking, while you were talking just now, is that when I was reading the like 3DMJ materials, they kind of described it as like it's almost like a narrowing path as you go through prep or whatever. And like basically the way I interpret that is like when you're bulking or when you're intentionally trying to put on weight, it's pretty easy to be a little bit loosey-goosey with the macros and the calories and like guesstimate a lot of stuff. But as you are trying to get increasingly leaner, you're going to be fighting a lot of physiological processes that are actively trying to oppose you, you know, being successful. So like if you are someone who is cutting, not necessarily prepping, you're gonna have to be a little bit more, you know, kind of methodical with the way you plan your nutrition, because by default your body is going to be trying to convince you that you can eat a little bit more, you can have a little bit more of a bite of this or that, or not be as exact. And then especially if you're doing prep for like a competition, that's, I mean, it goes without saying, you need to be like really exact. So yeah, I think, you know, the takeaway from people for this is like, especially if you're cutting or you're trying to do something that is inherently kind of difficult physiologically, that's when you really need to pay attention to the actual numbers and weighing things and like being more exact, especially the more ambitious you're trying to be with those goals.
Yeah, and the way that I see going out to eat is that you really can, because you cannot really accurately guess macros, the idea, in my opinion, is to go on calories and go on in my opinion, the fact that there is a certain formula for when you go out to eat. You're gonna wind up eating X amount of calories. And the more that you go out to eat, the more that you understand the pattern. Mm-hmm. Whether it's 2,000 calories, whether it's 1,000 calories, whether it's 500 calories, depending on what you're ordering and how you order and where you go out to eat. And when you go out thinking like that, I hope it does is it gets you less focused on carbs, fats, protein. Did I have my macros? Did I ruin for the day? This, that, and that. And then of course, again, whatever you think you ate calorically, it's probably a little bit more, and then you get better and better at trusting.
Giacomo, and you're really good at this for some reason.
But I did find the protein thing interesting if we're talking about macros specifically, because then you can go home and be like, did I eat enough protein? Did I go out to eat? So now my protein's low for the day, so I don't mind going over for the day because I want to eat X amount of protein. And I know I'm not the only one that has this inner monologue. Yeah. And then you just wind up shooting yourself in the foot, because clearly all three of us underestimated our protein, which is kind of amazing. Mm-hmm.
So I had the interesting part of making the dishes, and I did not make these to confuse them at all. I tried to make them in a way that there was like one sneaky ingredient, I think, in every recipe, but mostly I just tried to make it the way I think of getting them at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. But I was even surprised by some of the macros when I totaled them up and I made the recipes myself. But when I go out to a restaurant, like Giacomo said, like I kind of just have a formula. I know that if I ate till I'm actually satisfied, I'm going to have eaten between 1,000 and 1,500 calories, and I'll kind of estimate the protein on that. But if a lot of people are going out to eat and they're writing they ate 500 calories and going home, and like if I ate 500 calories in a restaurant, I'd be coming home hungry.
You'd be hungry. Yeah.
And it's just because that's how these meals are made. I thought this was really, really fun. Cool. You guys are gonna have to get me at some point and do the same thing to me. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. If you are interested in any kind of of coaching. We have these lovely coaches here, macro wizards, if you will, who would definitely love to help you reach your goals in a smart, sustainable way. So go to VeganProteins.com, click the application button, fill it out. You'll hear from one of us. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.